But the main thing that I always say is, if you don't want to manage your property, make sure that you manage the manager and make sure that they have a relationship with the tenants, because a lot of the times real estate has been sold as passive income. And it is, for the most part. You do have, let's say, 10 out of 12 months where you're just collecting the rent, nothing happens. Maybe you have a couple of incidents in there. But if you allow the tenant to live their life without you being part of it, and it doesn't have to be a huge part, what ends up happening is both of you guys end up making ideas of what the other person is about. But if you're communicating with them, at that point, as long as you've got a cooler head, you have to understand that where they're coming from. One of the things that I always tell people is, we're always the hero of the story. So they think they're the hero of the story, right? Well, no one's the villain. So you have to understand, well, why are they doing what they're doing? And then talk to them, have a little bit of empathy, if you will, and say, well, what is it that you're doing? Now, there are some bad actors who are just going to be bad actors. But if you go talk to them, you're going to shrink the time that they get to be bad actors, because you will confront it faster. A lot of people are like, oh, just ignore it until it's terrible. But I think the reason why the lease is vital, even as complicated as it's become, is it's a point that you can always come back to as a reference and say, hey, this is what's going on.